Hey class, how's everyone doing today? Alright, and so now that you've all explored the concepts of figurative language, simile, and metaphor, I want to go ahead and go into detail about those concepts so that you guys can understand exactly what they are. And so I want to go ahead and go over the learning objective for this lesson. By the end of the student-paced Hyperdoc lesson, students will be able to demonstrate their knowledge of figurative language concepts by answering questions on a Padlet where they will explain what figurative language is, explain what a simile and metaphor is by using them in a sentence, determine if a sentence uses figurative language or literal language, and identify if a sentence contains a simile or metaphor. So at the end of this lesson, your activity will be to complete a Padlet. So I'm going to go ahead and go through the next few slides with you all and just discuss what they mean in detail. Okay, so what is figurative language? Figurative language is any language that uses words or phrases that is imaginative rather than literal. So it's not necessarily speaking literally. It's, for instance, if you look at the image here, my scalp is literally on fire. That doesn't mean that her scalp is literally on fire. It's just saying that her scalp is itching and it's burning. So the importance of learning figurative language is because it's everywhere. It's in music, it's in movies, it's in poetry, it's in books. It's important to understand what figurative language is so that we can understand language in general, because we don't always speak in a way that we mean it exactly the way that we say it, but we do want you to understand what we're saying. So that's just what figurative language is. And also in the image here, you'll see this backpack literally weighs a ton. You'll see in the image here that the guy has this 2,000-pound weight on his back. This is literal. But if you were to use it figuratively, you're just saying that the backpack is really heavy. So that's what figurative language is. So let's go ahead and move on to the next concept. What is a simile? A simile is a form of figurative language. It's a part of speech. It's a figure of speech. It's just comparing two unlike things. So you have one thing here, and then you have another thing here, and you're just comparing them. But with a simile, those comparisons are you're going to use words such as like, as, then, or resembles. Like and as are the most common. So let's look at the example here. Meet Mr. Reyes. He is smart like a scientist. He is not a scientist, but he is smart like one. That's just saying that he's just very smart. Or we can say he is as hungry as a hunter. A hunter is very hungry, so we know that Mr. Reyes, he's just hungry like one. He's not literally a hunter, but he's just as hungry as one. So always remember that when you are comparing two things and you use the word like or as, also then or resembles in some cases, then you are referring to a simile. So keep that in mind. All right, and we're going to go ahead and move on to the next slide. And of course, this is at your own pace, so you guys can go ahead and go back and view them. All right, and so here is a slide. Which of the following is a simile? Okay, and on this slide, it's just a little fun activity just to see if you guys understand. So on your own time, I do want you to take some time out to do this activity. Which of the following is a simile? Is it A, it is super hot in here? B, we're beautiful like diamonds in the sky? C, he is a walking dictionary because he knows a lot of words. And remember, when answering this question, remember what a simile is. It compares two things using like or as. So keep those things in mind and you'll be able to get that right answer. Good luck. All right, and so we're going to go ahead and move on to the next slide. And this next slide is we're going to be talking about a metaphor. So what exactly is a metaphor? A metaphor is also a figure of speech. It's another form of language that we use in which we do not speak literally. But it is also a comparison of one thing as if it is or were another. So we know that a simile uses like or as. The difference between a metaphor and a simile is that a metaphor does not use like or as. So anytime you're comparing something, you're just comparing them without using those like or as. So that's how you'll know that it is a metaphor. So let's look at some of the examples we have here on this image. Franklin has a heart of gold. That is a simile. That's a metaphor. You'll notice that it's not using like or as here. So, metaphor. Mary's voice is music to my ears. One of actually my favorite metaphors is he's a walking encyclopedia. That's actually one of my favorites. Also, you are my sunshine. I say that to my daughter all the time. You are my sunshine. And I'm just saying that, you know, she brightens my day. But I'm not literally saying that. She's like the sun. So yeah, you'll notice with a metaphor, it's a comparison of one thing as if it were another, and it does not use like or as. All right, and so okay. So we're going to go ahead and go into the next slide. And again, this is just another fun activity for you guys to complete on your own, but I will go ahead and go over them. So on this activity, you're just going to drag the dots, the little red dots at the bottom here, to the metaphor. So you're just, any of these sentences that you believe is a metaphor, you're just going to drag the dot right to it. So you are a pig. Is that a metaphor? If you think that's a metaphor, then just slide the red dot right up to that, right next to it or right on it. It doesn't matter. He is a shining star. Same thing with this one. Life is like a box of chocolates. And also, every decision you make is a game of Monopoly. So remember that a metaphor compares one thing as if it is another, and it does not, does not use like or as. So always keep that in mind when identifying metaphors. And we're going to move on to, I keep pushing the wrong button. Okay, so we're going to move on to the next slide here. And this is just a graphic for you guys, just a graphic organizer for you guys. You'll be able to see it better on this slide because my screen is not showing the full image. And so I did just want to go over exactly what we just learned, just to give you guys a better idea. Okay, so figurative language. Remember, figurative language is language that is not literal, meaning it's language that doesn't necessarily mean what you say. Just because you say, oh, it's 1,000 degrees outside, doesn't really mean that it's 1,000 degrees outside. We're just saying it's really hot. So just remember, it's not literal language. So anytime you're reading and you see something like that, or someone says something like that, then they're just referring to they're not meaning it literal. They're just explaining something to help you understand it a little better. Okay, and so figurative language. There are figures of speech in figurative language, and the two things that we learn, simile and metaphor, are figures of speech. A simile. Remember that a simile uses like or as. So it compares two things using like or as. So here's an example. I've been working like a dog. Another example is, my brother walks as slow as a turtle. All right, and then a metaphor compares two things without using like or as. So remember, it does not use like or as. It's very important to remember that, because it can be a little confusing. And an example here, her voice was music to his ears. All right. We're going to move on to the next slide here. And here, I just want you all to play a fun game of Jeopardy. So you're just going to click on the image, just click on the slide, and it's going to bring you to a new window. It's going to open up a new tab. And it's just fun, just for fun. Try it out. It's on figurative language, on similes and metaphor, and just have some fun. All right, last but not least. Now I want you all, with everything that you've learned from today, of course you can always go back to those slides and review them. Also, go and watch the videos and look at the images and the articles and the websites, the blogs that I shared with you all on the Explore slide. That will definitely help out a lot, in case that you didn't grasp exactly what I was trying to explain to you. And so for your assignment for today, I want you all to complete a Padlet. So in order to do that, you're just going to click on the image here, and then you're going to complete the activity. So I'll go ahead and do that. Click. Okay, so after I have clicked on that image, it's going to bring you to this tab here. And so for your activity, you're going to add a response to each column. So here's the columns here. Thoroughly answering each question. So you're going to explain what is figurative language. Explain it as if I don't even know what it is. Explain it as if your classmates don't know what it is. So give some details and explain it thoroughly. What is a simile? Use it in a sentence. Same thing with the metaphor. Just use it in a sentence. And then explain what they are. And then for this here, does the following sentence use figurative language or literal language? So you're just going to read the sentence and let me know whether or not whether it's literal language or figurative language, and then explain your answer. You do so by you just click these plus signs here, and then you add your response. And the last question is the figurative language in the sentence a simile or a metaphor? So read the sentence here and let me know if it's a simile or a metaphor, and then explain your answer. Next, after you've responded to each question, you're going to comment under at least 2 classmates' posts. So after your classmates have responded, you're just going to comment on them and then say whether or not you agree with the post. Like, for instance, if what is this metaphor? If they use a sentence that contains a metaphor, so you can say, oh, I agree that this is a metaphor because, and then explain why you agree. Or if they use a simile in the metaphor category, then you're going to say, oh, I don't agree because this is a simile, and explain. So very simple, just just interact with each other. And in the comments, just indicate again whether or not you agree, whether you agree or disagree with their response, and explain why. And remember, class, to always keep things friendly, positive, and informative. So just be kind to each other. Don't, just be positive. This is just fun. Have some fun with each other and just interact with one another. And also, very important, feel free to take advantage of all the tools on Padlet when posting your responses and your comments. So there's the drawing feature. You can use pictures. You can type out your response if you prefer to do that, or you can record your voice as a response, or you can either do a video. It's completely up to you. They're all gonna be accepted. And I definitely encourage you to be creative. Use your creativity, and it's whatever you like. So I encourage that. So however you choose to answer. All right. Now going back to the slides here. And you got this. You guys got this. It's a very simple task, but I do want to make sure that you guys do understand the content from the lesson. All right. And then that's the end. And if you have any questions, just let me know. Just, you guys can feel free to contact me or anything. You can go back and look at the slides. Just, have some fun and just get things done. And everything will be all right. So good luck to you all, and enjoy the rest of your day.